Hello there, Blade fans. OG Blade Reviews with you once again. Hey there. Here is today on the table a Civivi for you Civivi fans and those that may not even be Civivi fans. Where is the label here? Oh yeah, it's hidden by this slip-over cover for their 10-year anniversary. Yes, HID. What could that be? Here's what I found, and I had a look and couldn't find anything specifically from Mr. Ostap Hel on his page because he is the designer of this knife for Civivi. I found these possibilities for HID, not HIV, sorry about that. That wouldn't be a good joke anyway. HID, high intensity discharge, human interface device, human input device, host intrusion detection, human interface driver. I don't know. I'll pick high intensity discharge. Mr. Hel is a Polish knife designer, well known for making designs by many companies, including his own. Here we have your fairly typical Civivi pouch with lots of stuff crammed inside, your warranty, how to use the knife if you don't know how, love your new knife. This is fairly new sticker. This is the super lock knife there, whatever that was. And slow brain day today, as usual. Civivi cloth, very nice. And inside, barely making it into this pouch, and I mean just, is the very popular, very large, very new, dropping on the 18th. Civivi HID. Look at that. It sure looks like a folding chef's knife to me. Is it a Spidey chef? No, it looks quite a bit different. Is it large? Oh, over 4-inch blade. Is it light? Yeah, relatively. It's a liner lock, and it absolutely drops shut. Got some beautiful jimping in 3 locations on the spine. We have a nice little fuller, actually a very wide fuller that you can get your nail into. I can at least. There we go. I don't know if it would be my preferred opening method. I'm sure anybody with any sort of skill in doing reverse flick can get their finger under there because it's a nice sharp shoulder. It's done well, but not that sharp that you're going to abrade your finger or cut yourself on it. I find that for me, thumb studs work perfectly, and you might even use the thumb stud for the reverse flick. So satin finish on this particular model comes in about 3 other models. And this one is in a brown G10. Some texturing here. Smooth, but not shiny here. Chamfered along the handle edge. Wire clip. And that is switchable because this is Civivi to the left side. Did a great job with it. Just a little bit of a screw sticking up there. I don't think that's going to hang up at all because what they did was actually chamfer the edges of the screw. Not sure you can really see that. There it is. So it looks like kind of an angled dome. We're going to immediately get some measurements on it because I've got lots of other knives to compare this to here. Some you might be guessing already what they are. No, I don't have a Spidey chef, unfortunately. Almost 10 inches. Oh, my God. 9.9 inches overall. and a 4¼ inch blade. I think they actually listed it as being somewhat less than that, but if I go to that foremost part of the handle, I get 4¼ and I get, oh my God, like a 4.35 inch cutting edge. So more cutting edge than blade. And you've got a beautiful choil there. This angled forward, I don't think we're going to hear any complaints from the plunge grind or sharpening choil critics. There's a Civivi on that side, Ostap Hel design in the fuller. And let's get the caliper out and see what we've got for the other dimensions. In inches, a very thin handle, 0.49. It certainly seems thinner than that because it is a large, expansive space. 0.11 on the thickness of the blade in inches, and that's 2.8 millimeters. And the weight, this will be interesting. Well, it'll be interesting if I turn the scale on. Oh my God. Yeah, not enough coffee yet. 5.2 ounces. So, not an ounce per inch. We don't have a 5-inch blade, so it can't live up to that. But it does not feel like 5 ounces, I got to tell you, because of the size. Is it weight relieved, and what does the inside look like? It's looking interesting here. That's a solid piece of G10 on the show side, and we have a nested or hidden liner on, I don't know if you can really see it because it's not perforated or anything, but we've got so much G10 going on here that I don't think they needed to perforate the liner. But yeah, that's a full nested liner on the clip side. We have pretty good access to the liner lock. I was going to say something else, but opens very easily. In fact, you could pinch open it like that. Actually, it's got a pretty good detent. It's not, can I feel it? Most thumb studs you can, yeah. But it breaks nicely. If you give it just a little more energy, swings right out like a scythe. Swing it like a scythe, baby. Plenty o' handle, would you say? 1.5 inches, coming up on 2 inches. If I choke up here, I'm way up on it. As I showed you earlier, we've got this file-like beautiful jimping in 1, 2, 3 spots. So you got some back here if you're holding like this. If you choke up a little bit, you've got your thumb flat there. And if you choose to use it this way, then you've got some there. More or less, it's a sheep's foot. It's a very tall sheep's foot. How tall is the blade, you might ask? Oh, coming up on 1 3/4 inches, I would say, let's use the calipers for this. Might be easier. How many inches is the height of the blade? 1.66 at that point. That's pretty insane. And there you have purposely done a blade edge that is well below the handle. So you're not going to get your knuckles on your cutting board. No, I mean, yeah, maybe there. But I think it's going to do a pretty good job. Let's see. I think it's going to do a good job. I don't think they're going to fit a much taller blade in the handle because the handle is relatively thin as opposed to the blade. Look how much blade is sticking out there. About, it's sticking out about twice as much as the handle. I think the purpose of this knife, again, is not going to be a field knife for whittling or for batoning or hacking. So if this gets reviewed on one of those knife channels that likes to break blades and just see how tough they are and chop down oak trees with them and so forth, this is not designed for that. You know, hammer's designed to hit things with, screwdriver to turn screws with, saw to cut with. And if you use the tools for what they're designed for, and knives being a wide variety of types of tools for different purposes, you'll be fine with this. This is a slicer. And how much of a slicer is it? Well, I happen to have a brandy new sheet of paper here. I'd say that's sharp. Yeah. Yeah. I got a mess to clean up. Those white paper pieces on the black background don't make it. Well, there is almost a 10-inch knife. Here is Civivi's, I think, largest knife before the HID came out. That is the SR71 by RS Bladeworks. He flipped the RS around to be SR, and he said that the Blackbird was his favorite plane, favorite military hardware. And that's a long knife. That's coming up to just less than an inch shorter than the HID. And that's like a little over 9¼ inch knife with a 4-inch blade. So a little over a 1/4 inch longer blade. So that's the Civivi SR71. Here is another large knife, the Pulsar XL by Kunwu, and it looks like a shrimp next to this one, but the blade almost as tall. Here is one you're probably wondering if I'm going to cast this against the Momo by Kaiser. Can we fit them all in here? Let's actually get it up next to the HID because they're both, I would say, kind of a food prep looking knife. And wow, yeah, that is coming up very close to the overall length of the HID. The HID, 9 and almost a half. So just a bit shorter and a way different blade profile and handle profile. That's aluminum handle with a aluminum bolster, I believe, 2 different shades. The only color it comes in, as far as I know. And here was a recent Civivi review, a knife that just dropped. This is the Tacticorix by Civivi. So there you have those. There you have, I know we're going to fit them all. I just know it. Tacticorix, Pulsar, and down the bottom, we've got the SR71. There we go. Wow. What an assemblage, huh? This is definitely not a chef's knife. This could easily be, with that wide spear point blade. Beautiful knives, the Kunwu knives. Elmax steel. That brings me to a couple of things I didn't mention here. Liner lock on that one. Okay, so this drops on the 18th of September 2024. You're going to see this review before then. So this came from White Mountain Knives. If you use my discount code, I think this is coming in very reasonably priced. I'm going to get you that price in just a moment. Let's see. I'm going to have to pause this. 84 bucks. If you take and use my discount code OG-Blade, you'll get 10% off of that. So $8.50 roughly off of that price. And that's going to drop you down to about 75, 76 bucks. It also comes in a green handle with a black blade. And that's it. Those two models, okay? Nope, 3 models. Comes in a black handle with a black blade. The one you're seeing there, the satin with the brown, and the green handle with the black. All $84.75 and all dropping on $9.18. I thank White Mountain Knives for getting me this copy early ahead of the drop so I can share it with you. And if I didn't mention it, the steel on this one, which I didn't mention in the very beginning, is 14C28N, and for that price, you would imagine it would be something like that, or Nitro V possibly. But 18C28N, 18C. I'm thinking of the wrong steel. 14C28N actually was designed for kitchen knives. So here you have a kitchen knife steel on a knife to be used in the kitchen. Another look around. Nicely done, Ostap. Easily in and out of the pocket. How much, EDC use you get out of this, I'm not sure, because, I mean, it is designed around certain types of cutting chores. I am sure you could do cardboard with this easily. We can do cardboard, paper, and I'm sure vegetables and meat. I made some peppers and onions the other day, and I could have used this. Except I wanted to keep it a little more pristine for you folks seeing it for the first time. There you have it. The HID, call it HID if you'd like, by Ostap Hel and Civivi. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. And right now you're going to see my logo right over here. If you click on it, it'll bring you to where you can subscribe to the channel and get notified every time a new video or other stuff comes out. Be well, take care. Don't forget to give it a like. I'll be back soon.